I did not dress for this.
You look fabulous.
You look marvelous. Yeah.
No. We are live, yes! Wow, we are live. Welcome to LASC's live open mic night. It is Manic Monday, because it's not Sunday. Because if it was Sunday without the Y, then it would be Sunda. And so, that's how I'm trying to introduce myself. My name is Sunda. I am your host tonight. And if this is your first time here, let me introduce you to our cast of unwitting characters. Let's give it up for your comedy concierge, the one and only Samantha Linderman. Let her hear you. And we have an intern that's here, and she's getting ready to start and get right into it. Give it up for Jackie. And of course, I am going to be your host. You can say what you want here. This is your time. I just ask that you guys respect the light. She's going to show you the light. The light's going to come on in 8 minutes. It's going to be a white light. That means you have 2 minutes left. When it's red, it means like, come on, give me a break. All right? Just wrap up in 2 minutes. And have fun. It's your time. Have fun. I can't use that light. You try that. Good luck.
Okay.
I should have been here early, too. It's okay. It's all going to get done. I want to give a round of applause to somebody who put this room together and who supports comedians so much, and that's Mark Safran, who is here tonight. All right. Mr. Safran. Yes. And you know the rules, of course. When you see that light, it's time to go. But I always like to start out with someone who's not only contributed to the LA School of Comedy, but also to your knack of just off the cuff. Give it up for America's sweetheart, Mark Safran.
America's sweetheart. Yeah. He truly is. He truly is America's sweetheart.
Yeah, when Sunda had her TV show, my office was down the street. I get a phone call. We have 15 extra minutes. Come by quickly. You need to do America's Sweetheart. They'd want me to say terrible things about Jimmy Carter, which I can't do anymore. I mean, he's not the worst president anymore. He's been supplanted. It's horrible for him. I mean, how is he going to go down in history as a peanut farmer? You know, somebody who built housing. I mean, Jimmy's lost his whole cachet. But you know what nobody can tell me? Where's Billy? Is he dead?
Yeah.
Billy's dead?
He died a long time
You
ago.
gotta give us some
What did he die from?
They don't know
Acute
who
ear
it is, Mark.
poisoning?
I don't know. His brother?
Yeah, Billy, the one who used to hang
Billy
out
Bear.
at Newmarket Top.
Right there.
Oh,
Billy
Carter.
Carter.
Billy Carter.
Yeah, well, so I don't have to be funny anymore. All I have to do is tell stories about what happened in Congress today or at the Donald Trump trial. Now, remember many years ago I used to represent a bank, which shall remain nameless, who made a loan to Michael Cohen. He lied to us then too. All right? And everybody was all pointing, you know, Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen, Michael Cohen. So my other Michael Cohen story is kind of simple. I had a client who shall also remain nameless, but he was the guy from Trump Moscow. And one day he comes running into my office telling me, I just met with Trump's lawyer, Michael Cohen, and this politician from the Ukraine. We're going to make peace in Ukraine. I said, Felix, you can't even keep yourself out of jail. And he said, no, this is what it is. We have this big plan, and I'm going to get all the nuclear power in the Ukraine. It's like 20 years later, all right? And he's still talking to me about new deals where he's getting nuclear power. Now that's funny and dreams. There are people who have lots of dreams. They get quick. So here I am, I'm listening today, and I'm saying to myself, that man actually got on, and he admitted to stealing $60,000 from a client. Because this is what happened. You don't have to tell jokes anymore. You can just repeat what happened in these trials. I mean, come on, tell me Fannie Willis isn't funny. All right? Come on. I mean, how can you get any less funny? All right? You're prosecuting a guy, and what do? You hire your boyfriend. And then you go and you take the money to hire your boyfriend to go on trips, and you say, well, he laid out the money. Well, show me the receipts. Oh, it was cash. So today, Michael Cohen had his cash story. Oh, yeah, I paid these guys in cash. Whoa, you're a lawyer.
Yeah.
All right? Paying somebody in cash means you said to them very simply, because I've been there, I've heard it before, you said to them, look, okay, if I give you $20K, you just take that in green. Well, I'll give it to you, what was it my ex-partner used to say? The other way. The other way. That way you don't have to pay taxes. Yeah, say it on the phone. All right. One day he came to me and said, listen, we owe you $150,000. Would you take some of it the other way? I said, well, what am I going to tell my partners? And that's kind of like Michael Cohen. He's like, okay, he took $60K, he went to TD Bank and cashed it, which is even funnier because that meant there was a report to the feds that he took out more than $10,000, which means in order for him to cash $60K, he had to go back 7 times. Because you have to take out $9,000 at a time. All right? So he goes there, he takes the money, he gives them 20, and he pockets the other 40. All right? And he gets on a witness stand and says, I committed this felony. But you have to believe me. All right? Believe me. He's the bad guy. All of a sudden, the orange man got turned into a victim and not the victor. The guy, and he's sitting there, I'm sure, no one can see, because I was a commentator during the O.J. Simpson trial. Most fun of my life. Because O.J. was televised. So I was on the phone I was on TV with Curtis Lewa's ex-wife. All right? And she has her show, News Talk Television, and we're replaying the O.J. trial. The fascinating thing is a call-in show. You got to be careful in a call-in show. Thank God that they're not a live audience because they'd be throwing their high-heeled shoes at you. All right? Or their gladiator sandals. In that case, it was a lot of gladiator sandals. I don't care if he's guilty, he's fine. Okay? He's fine. So the other night, Sunda's making me watch one of her endless murder and murder documentaries, and this one's about Michael Jackson. So all of a sudden they start talking about the first time Michael Jackson got accused of abuse. So I turned around to Sunda and said, I know exactly where I was and who I was with when that came out. I was with O.J. Simpson. We were having a drink in the lounge at LaGuardia. Yeah, he used to talk to anybody. He didn't care. The second time we met, it wasn't so much the same. I had the wife with me, and he had his wife with him. Wasn't nice. Wasn't cool. Anyhow, that's about all I really have to say. I can't be funny anymore. None of you can. All you have to do is watch the Congress of the United States. So here's the punchline. So Crockett, can't remember her first name, and by the way, she misspelled it on the T-shirts that she's selling. All right? How do you misspell your own name? All right? Misspelled it. That thing that she said about Marjorie, you got Marjorie Taylor Greene posted a video of herself lifting weights. She looked like a Russian weightlifter. In the old days, when they used the Khrushchev days. You expected somebody to start banging their shoe on the table. And she's lifting weights. AOC, God knows what she's up to. Come on, baby girl. Oh yeah, you really are from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. Whip out that knife. And then there's the other one, yeah, look at you with your butch body. And I'm thinking about, and with Fetterman, as I've said before, I'm starting to develop a certain affection for Fetterman. Fetterman was the one who called it the Jerry Springer Show. So the coda on that is AOC told him he was a racist. Now, why is he a racist for calling it the Jerry Springer Show? It's okay when it's 300 pounds of trailer trash fighting each other that have to be broken up by security guards. But it's not okay when it's Congress people. And I use the term people loosely. Thank you all.
Don't you fall, you'll sue me.
Yeah, I will.
And what would I do with that, huh?
Oh, oops.
Have a seat.
Beats me.
All right. Sit back, lean a little bit. Have the comedy of Yelena coming up. All right? Give it up for this femme fatale over here. Woo! Let's go. Record. There she goes. Give it up for a woman doing comedy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just started relaxing back over there. I'm happy to be here to work a little bit. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for coming. My name is Yelena.
Yeah.
And let's give it up to Sunda that she has this amazing place. That she can get away from real life. Okay, I'm Russian. Silence as usually. Why, guys? Are you scared? Oh, please don't be scared, okay? I'm half Ukrainian. I was just confused. I invaded myself. And I'm also not from Russia and not from Ukraine. Can you guess where am I from? Who knows? Don't say. Then.
Okay, well.
Any guesses? Where am I from? You know. But you forgot. You should I can't pronounce my country right. Okay, any guesses where am I from?
Azerbaijan.
It's like with the K, right?
With a K?
Kyrgyzstan.
Oh my god, what a smart audience. This is not fair, just right away. Yes, guys, I'm from Kazakhstan,
Oh, yeah.
the land of Borat. You know, I think Borat is very sexy and handsome, you know, in this underwear. But you know, guys, even me being from Kazakhstan, people still ask me about current political situation, and I'm so tired of it because all I care is just about my job and sex. Okay, guys, I have a.
The claps.
Are you clapping about job or sex?
Both. You had a job?
Okay, I have a dream job, guys. I work with men and cameras. Can you guess what I do? Men and cameras.
Porn.
Oh. This is obvious answer, but this is not porn. It's more fun. You know, I get paid by telling men what they did wrong. I work in IT.
Oh shit!
This is exactly what you thought when I came in on the stage. I bet she works in IT. I bet she works in IT. Oh, definitely she works in IT. Look at her tits. That's why I'm covering them, to make sure that I work in IT. You know, when developers build the application, I always tell them what they do wrong. And I love to tell men what they do wrong.
Yes.
Yes, you do too sometimes. And imagine to get paid for it. I just tell you, I'm a quality assurance engineer, like quality. What man can build with quality? That's a very difficult click. Even if a man builds something with quality, I always find a mistake. Just wrong combination, wrong code. You know, girls, if you are with man in bed and he does something wrong, just tell him, baby, wrong combination. The code is wrong. This is what I do, always. And I'm single. You know, I had more luck in Kazakhstan. Do you know how we date in Kazakhstan? When we go on a date, we ride horses. And then we sleep with each other. And then we eat the horses. And then I came to America. Do you know why I came here?
Because you could.
Because we ran out of horses. We were starving. So I came here. And guys, I got lucky. I got visa. You know, they let me stay as long as I don't go to the racetrack. And I have another good news. Well, it happened. I had an American boyfriend, and I cooked for him. You know what I cooked? Horse. American boyfriend. Guys, I cook spaghetti. Spaghetti with horse balls. And then he disappeared. And I told him that the code is wrong. Oh my god, and I'm single again. I don't know why. What am I doing wrong? Oh, you know why? It's because it's LA. You know, that's why I'm single, not because the balls are so big. You know, like, let me tell you the difference between Kazakhstani men and LA men. When Kazakhstani men want you, they stalk you. Then they kidnap you. And then you get married. LA men, you know, they're just stuck. They don't want to get married. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Huh? And there's another difference between Kazakhstani men and LA men. Kazakhstani men, they hung like horse.
Ooh.
You know? Ooh. Looks like you've been dating a Kazakhstani guy. Oh, she did. She looks so happy. You know, in Kazakhstan, we don't have condoms. We use trash bags. You know, like LA men, the average. Nothing special, right? Right, Sam? Special. She's like, what she was talking about? Okay, so you know why the LA men they average? Because they're all vegans.
Oh my god.
Like any vegan people in the house? Thank God. Because I don't understand these people. They eat sprouts, beans, grass. This is how animals eat in Kazakhstan. Then we eat animals. I feel like people are missing one step in their diet here. Are you bored?
I'm tired. No.
Oh.
I
I thought you vegan and are you
No,
hungry?
I'm following every word. Yes, I love it.
He's following
Great.
me?
It's
Okay.
hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you more stories.
I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Well, I can't feed you, but I can tell you more stories. You know, I just was so bored and I decided to participate in a beauty competition. First, I was excited. I thought I could show my talent. But the producer said, don't worry about it. You don't have to have a talent. You're gonna wear a bathing suit. I'm like, that's it? And I ended up just walking back and forth. This was so boring, oh my God. At least in Kazakhstan, we have a talent competition and the girl can catch a pig with her bare hands. You know? And plus, the girls were gossiping about me that I slept with the judges. And this is ridiculous because I took only 3rd place. I slept with the superior court judge, an immigration judge, and the judge from the tennis match. And all these judges are wrong people, you know? Sam, do you sleep with the wrong people?
Depends.
Depends. So it happened before, right?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about it. All right, what else to tell you guys? You know, America, you know, in women in America are judged by their beauty, but we value different things in women in Kazakhstan, like personality, charisma, strength, like menage a trois. Like if a woman can pick up 2 men and carry them to work. You know, have you ever had menage a trois?
That's a little personal, but.
No. It means what? Yes?
Not as well, yes.
Like you've been carried by a woman?
Yes.
You were
Happened
drunk?
Last week.
Last week you had menage a trois? Okay guys, I gotta go. But wait, did you have American menage a trois or Kazakhstani menage a trois?
It was Kazakhstan.
Alright, thank you so much.
Where can we find you?
You can find me. Oh my god, you ready to spell my, to remember my first and last name?
I know you.
Yelena, Y-E-L-E-N-A. Where I have to look at? And last name is Kovaleva, K-O-V-E-L-E-V-A. Okay.
Love it! We can't forget Yelena Kovaleva. Oh my God.
Did you lose weight?
You look amazing. No, I'm just, I'm eating my own cooking. And that's where the hell do you think you're going?
Just get a pen.
Get a pen.
Here, have a seat. Good. That's how we do it! Hey, we're here. We're here for the smarts. We're here for the shorts. We're here for the comedy of the one and only Lee Schwartz. Where the hell have you been, Lee? Get up here. Come on.
I've been here, I've been there, I'm here now. But anyway, so I've never been to Kazakhstan. Is that the way?
Kazakhstan.
Yes.
Kazakhstan. But I had a roommate from Kyrgyzstan.
Oh, we're
And-
neighbors.
Yeah, and but she fooled me because she was Asian. She looked Asian,
Yeah, she looked
and I thought she was Chinese. And turns out she's got the thick Russian accent, which all didn't match to me at all. I didn't
Thicker
quite
than
get
I
it.
have?
Yeah, it was, so anyway, but I didn't know what I was getting into, really.
By the way,
So
I
it's
was
gonna be Chinese food cooking or whatever, and then the gulag coming up, you know. I don't know what else. Oh, she cooked some other things too.
Yeah, horse.
But
horse balls.
yeah, like she
be a
knew that
staple.
actually. Did, but not my thing.
Oh, you tried?
She wanted me to try, but I said, I'm not into balls. You know, so it didn't do anything for me. I didn't even try. So maybe I'm missing out. I don't know. But anyway, so I was talking with a friend of mine. He says he's a comedian. I really don't know if he is. He identifies himself as comedian. I've never known what he really does at all, but I had him look at my tapes and stuff and ask for some advice. And in general, asking advice from anyone I know who's supposedly has some idea, a sense of humor, and it's just a sense of humor. I don't think they really know humor. And I got a sense, but that's about it. Maybe it's a good sense. It's a sense, some idea. But anyway, so I said, what do you think? And I asked him before, and he gave me the same thing. He's like, you know, I know your go-to is talking about your girlfriend and trashing your girlfriend. Okay, got it. All right, understood. However, you want to expand a little bit. You know, reach out, try different things. So I said, talk about other girlfriends, other people's girlfriends. I do that. He's like, yeah. No, like just try something different. And he's like, you gotta bump up from PG to R. I think get dirty, get down and dirty, you know. And it's like, okay. And then I was all set to do that actually the other time. And then this 10-year-old kid was here, and I was like, there goes my down and dirty routine. That's out the window. And I tried to bring it back down to like G or PG or whatever. And I managed to then not talk so much about terrible things my girlfriend did. I talked about other things, like getting beat up by a girl in like 5th grade. So I'm trying to relate, but I don't know. He got it. And then I told him how terrible kids are. But not him. So today I don't know where I'm at as far as PG. I don't know, wherever it goes. But so I ran into some problems too with talking about my girlfriend, telling terrible things about her all the time, constantly how she just treats me terribly. And, I can't stand sometimes any second I'm in her presence. But then, you know, and my mom happened to see one of these tapes, you know, and I just sent one tape to one person in my family, that my stepdad, and I said, don't say a thing, because my mom knows, you know, my girlfriend, obviously, and she had the image, you know, when your mom has an image, you know, and you don't want to break that image, you want to just be that good Jewish boy, and that's what you go for. And then suddenly it got shattered completely because she saw, like, you know, I let her have it, my girlfriend, and I just relentless. You know, she didn't have a chance. I just, you know, that was one of the ones she saw that was just terrible. So I had to do damage control. Okay, so I dug deep and I thought to myself, okay, so I sent a text. I said, that is my ex-girlfriend that I talk about. You know, I just make it seem like my present girlfriend. And she bought that. Yeah, so I was good. But Eddie, my comedian friend, he said, you know, you ever want your girlfriend to come? And I said, I don't know. Maybe jokes about, I know, but, and then every time, you know, when she's giving me that long list of things to do and making sure you get it perfectly right, take, you know, you know, things like complicated things, like taking, I want to remember it just right, because otherwise she's gonna know that I didn't know it now somehow, and she just knows this is going on that I don't know. I'm trying to explain it to you, and I want to do it right, because I can feel the pressure in this room from my girlfriend at this moment. I can feel it. She's feeling it like the force. I'm knowing he's got to say right. So this is what I messed up on. Okay. And, okay, before she left, she said, okay, now I'm supposed to do exactly what she says to the letter. Do not, you know, deviate from the plan whatsoever. Bad things happen. And bad things did happen. Terrible things happened. So, out the door, she says, I want you, when the washing machine ends, you take out the clothes and put it in the dryer, okay? Now, okay, I got it. And I have to make sure after she leaves, I do it right away, because otherwise I can't, I think of clothes washed, drying, things go right out, and the next thing I know, I'm just like, I don't know, doing other things that has nothing to do with anything, and time goes by, and she comes and I haven't done anything. But anyway, so I managed to find myself to the washing machine, which was great, good start, and I knew I was supposed to do something in there. And so she said when it stops going, okay, the washing machine turns off, then I'm supposed to take the clothes into the dryer, okay? Right, so I got there, it stopped, I saw down to the wire, it stopped, and then, I went and, okay, I got this, I understand. So, thing is though, the curveball was, there was stuff already in the dryer. Okay. But she said, just put the clothes from, the wet clothes in the dryer. But that's it. I wasn't gonna, there was no like procedure to deal with this situation. So there's no manual. So I did not know what to do, because I always should follow exactly what she says, and that leads to things are always good. Things are good. Okay, so now she said do that, so I did that. She wanted me to do that. I did that. She said nothing about other things in the dryer. So and I figured it's dry. What's the difference? I mean, dry. It's all gonna dry together. What difference does it make, honestly? And I was thinking to myself, okay, turn it on, I'm good, and all is well. All wasn't well when she came back at all. All was hell, actually. And she's like, what? She looks at it, I said, did you do everything I wanted? Did you do, and I said, I took care of everything. And then she said some other thing that she wanted me to do, and that went right out the window. I still can't even remember what it was. Something to do with, I don't know, probably sweeping or vacuuming or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. Because, but that's just the way it goes. In one ear, out the other, and she leaves, and I'm wandering around helpless and don't know what to do with things. So anyway, she comes to the door, she looks at it, and did you do everything I told you? I did exactly what you told me. Exactly. And she's like, she goes in the dryer, and she's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What? You don't know how to do this? I said there was clothes already there. What's the difference? I said the same thing. It's all gonna dry together. And she said, you don't. That's ridiculous, and she just lost it, and she got so mad, and she's just like, never touch the dryer again, don't go near it, do not think about it, do not dream about it, anything wet you don't touch, you just wear clothes, do not touch, if your clothes are even a little wet, tell me. Don't put it somewhere in washing machines or do crazy stuff with that. So you just wear clothes, and then anything happens with the clothes, you just call me, and I'll come over and I'll rescue you. But and that's just a sample of things, And then it just got worse, And next time you'll know how worse it got. Thank you. Thank you very much. My name's Lee Schwartz. You can find me at Lee.Schwartz 585.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yes. He knows it's his first month doing this.
Yeah. Right. Do it every week.
Fourth month.
Where have you been though?
Forced to.
Oh, that's right. I took a time off to.
What am I supposed to do, right? I'm not going to argue with him because he wants to be right, but guess what? You got to follow the comedy of somebody of Sherry Bright. Let's do this.
Whoa! Sherry!
All right, I'm Sherry. I'm a mom of 4. My last child has moved out.
Yeah! Come
All
on.
4 kids moved all the way to the East Coast, and I missed them so much less than I thought I would. I got asked to MC.
She liked that one.
Oh, no. Mic drop. I got asked to MC and do comedy at a Jewish women's luncheon at the end of the month. And the director's like, sure, you know it's got to be all clean. You can't say anything bad about anyone you know. I'm like, what? It's going to be a pretty short set. We're right now. So, oh, look at that. When you're old, you don't bring your phone up. You're being like, you know, I can't even read this. So, can't remember how the joke starts. I've always been one of those super supportive parents. My kids got into soccer, I was the team coach. My daughters got into Girl Scouts, I was the troop leader. My son got into drugs, I started a cartel. The thing about having multiple kids is once you have more than one, you don't have the same bandwidth. Like when I had the birds and bees talk with my oldest, I took her out to lunch and I was like, have you ever thought about where babies come from? But with my youngest, I dropped him up at summer camp with a box of condoms and I was like, use those if you stoop. See, cleverly substituting fuck stoop.
When?
My Mother's Day last month was okay. I realized when you get to be a mom of a certain age, all you want are 3 things. I call them the 3 Gs. We want to get acknowledged for all of our hard work. We want to get grandchildren, and we want you, who's the youngest person in here, to get off our cell phone plan. Dude, after the show we should talk. When your Jewish kids apply to college, it's hard to convince them to consider a Jewish school. So my approach is just to be honest. I'm like, listen, you're going to college, you're going to get HPV. Wouldn't it be nice to get it from a boy named Ezra? When it's time for my kids to settle down, if ever, all I want is that each of them like find their soulmate and that soulmate be Jewish. Yeah. But I'm too much of a people pleaser to come out and say that, so I rely on reverse psychology. And I'm like, ooh, stay away from Sheldon. Bad boy vibes. Have you seen the size of his inhaler? Also stay away from that Goldstein boy. The last thing I need is for you to be dating someone who's pre-med. A son-in-law can write me unlimited prescriptions. I'm dealing with menopause. Actually, I'm feeling warm at this very minute. I'm dealing with menopause. It's not all bad. I mean, there are things you can do, you know, like to manage your hot flashes. I'll direct my remarks to you in case you want to take notes. To manage, I cut out my biggest triggers. I cut out, like, caffeine in my diet, and my biggest trigger, totally fucked the joke up, I left my husband. Usually it gets better, but it's like this middle thing. Hot flashes can really change your eating habits. No, she's yawning. Hot flashes can really change your eating habits. Now I only shop in the frozen food section. And that's where I see all my older friends. I'm like, oh, hey, Edith, you got your frozen peas too. I'm just grabbing mine. Oh my God. That's how I got banned from Whole Foods. Having teenagers is hard because they tell you like nothing about their lives, and then when they do finally tell you something, they don't want you to show any emotion. My son's like, Mom, I made varsity soccer, and I'm like, that's nice. He's like, oh, this is why I never tell you anything. It is also hard having teens because everything you do is super uncool. And I really want to swear. I'm super motherfucking uncool. My son, different son, my other son comes home and he's like, I just won a chess tournament today. And I'm the uncool one. I didn't know he played chess. And I'm like, that slaps. He said, what? A slap's too wacky? He goes, Mom, just stop. I'm like, what, whack didn't slay? I thought it was pretty, I can't even remember. Snatched, that was pretty snatched. He's like, oh, you are so cringy, and this is why I never tell you anything. So I'm officially divorced. When I got divorced, I got right on Bumble, the Bumble dating app. But if you're trying to find Jewish men on Bumble, you gotta be a detective, right? Like I'm looking at the guy's profiles, like close with his mother, probably Jewish. Hates camping, probably Jewish. Orders Chinese food on Christmas, definitely Jewish. Or Chinese. So after having a few Chinese boyfriends, I switched to JDate, the biggest Jewish dating app in the world. I had to totally rejuvenate my profile. I re-cropped my profile picture so you could see my mezuzah and my Metamucil. Do you know JDate, Bumble allows only 300 characters, JDate 3,000 words. That's so Jewish. Okay. It's like switching from Twitter to the Torah. Like guys on Bumble will be, I like long walks on the beach. On JD, they're like, my relationship with sand is complex. Rough surfaces irritate my skin. Come on through. But my doctor prescribed a steroidal anti-inflammatory cream, and if I apply that, I'm good for 24 minutes on the beach. With all dating apps, you have to translate what guys say in their profile, or girls, right? But on JDate, it has a Jewish twist. If a guy says, let me change this up. If a guy says he loves trying new restaurants, he means with his mom. If he's got a great imagination, he means he still thinks he has a full head of hair. No offense. And if he knows, he says if he knows his way around the bedroom, it means in the dark, he can find your Pepto-Bismol on the side table, top drawer. Another tag, let's try this one out. If he says he's got a great imagination, I can't remember my punch. Okay, skip that tag. So, I start to wonder whether the guys on JDate are actually Jewish. I mean, JDate's not verifying it. Like, quick, pull down your pants. Right. You would think Jews could create a better dating app. But there's not that many Jewish computer programmers. I mean, we're generally doctors and lawyers and composers of famous Christmas carols. Yeah. None of us know HTML. I think it is so important to be honest on a date. Like I was on a date, I know I wasn't attracted to him, and I let him down easy. Like, I'm just not feeling it. And he was like, oh, that's a relief, because neither am I. What the hell? That is way too honest. What's it about me not to like? It is hard to compare with my single friends. My 86-year-old Aunt Lee is single, and we are friendly, and she says to me, this is way too much build-up. She says, I just met a lovely man on bingo, and he sent me a photograph that was such a close-up I could see every freckle on his schmeckle. I mean, did the guy have his grandkids print it and mail it? Because she can't text. That's my 2 minutes?
Yes.
It's been on for a while.
No, just on.
Oh, cool. Then she says, well, can you set me up on your computer to find another man? So I did. I set up her profile, and guess what? I mean, she's got a new boyfriend. He's 90. They met online on D&D.com. Diapers and dentures. Yes, I made up that app name, but it would be perfect for elderly singles. I mean, just think of like the pickup lines. If you want to spend the night, my shower has handrails. And my son does tech support. But D&D could ask, do you still drive? If you're in your 80s, you can check off, yes, but not at night. If you're in your 90s, you could check off, yes, but don't tell my children. D&D could ask, can you send an email with an attachment? And if you respond yes, they just kick you off the app. If a match doesn't communicate with you for more than 18 days, then they send you a direct link to the Forest Lawn burial schedule. Am I out? You still have time?
Yeah, okay, 30 seconds.
30 seconds? Okay, what do I leave you with? when my oldest daughter lost her first tooth, I'm gonna talk past when she lost her first tooth, I was determined to be the best tooth fairy ever, right? So I not only left money, I wrote a personalized poem from the tooth fairy, and I covered each letter with glittery fairy dust. And my mom friends were like, "You blew it. And you're gonna have to do that for every tooth." It's like, how hard could it be? How many teeth do they have? 20 times 4 kids. That's 80 teeth. Once I did the math, I realized it would be way easier just to have one elaborate tooth fairy funeral. Eventually, that's just what I did. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out of time. So you don't get to hear the punchline. Till next time. All right, thank you guys.
Sherry. Sherry. My name is Sherry Bright. You can find me.
I'm Sherry Bright. You can find me at Sherry_Bright. Dose.
And where are you performing? Which show?
This show is going to be at the Lux Hotel for a Jewish women's luncheon.
Okay, is this your first?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
I just had a show, Mother's Day show at the Crow.
Well, let me tell you, I bring Samantha with me so I could get my free Hadassah membership, because that's what I want to do to keep this energy going. Where's Patty tonight?
Oh,
Hey! Where the hell have you been? Get up! Get up!
keep it going. Come Thank you. Thank you so much. Just get used to making some noise. Just get I'm gonna have an energy check here. I'm gonna go to 3. I want mutual fucking orgasms all over the room, just to prove you're capable of it. 1, 2, 3. Oh! You can do better. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Hey, you actually sound like me.
Trying to bring some, like,
Look, I was going to do stand-up comedy tonight, but I've decided against it. No, we need an intervention. We need an intervention right now. And I think we all know who I'm speaking of, Lee Schwartz. Lee Schwartz! Take my word for it. Run from this woman! Run from it, because here's the thing, I watch a lot of murder porn. That's like 2020, you know this? You're going to kill her. You're just going to come to the very end of it, and you're going to kill her. You're going to deny it for the first 45 minutes of the murder porn, and then your whole murder plot will fall apart. And can we do something? Give him some confidence. He's a good-looking fella, am I right? You're very hot in an early 80s Dustin Hoffman Tootsie kind of way. Not Rain Man, Tootsie.
Right.
Yeah. Let me go. No, come on, guys. We need a little intervention here.
Yes.
I'll say this, okay? I'm not gay, but if I was, I would not fuck you.
Okay.
No, I would make sweet, sweet love to you. You know why? Because you're a keeper. Lee, I can see the two of us. This is a bit, so you shut up during this. I can see the two of us. That's right, it's it for the bit. It's like gay for the state. So just keep shutting the fuck up, and this is going to work out real good. We could sit together. We could plan out our 401k. We could do our taxes. We could buy that summer home on Fire Island. Is he a keeper? Am I right?
Oh, my God.
He's hot. You're you're hot. You're just plain hot. You know what I mean? You look like the unholy love child of Timothy Chalamet and Dora the Explorer. The fucking hair on the guy! It's great. You know, there was some mention earlier in the evening about balls. You know, I went and asked the gal from Kazakhstan. Elena? Yeah, just pretend that's how your name is said, and this will go better.
That's exactly how I pretended.
God damn it! Give me some love, baby! I hit it on the head. You're 100% Kazakh instead. Do you have any Irish in you at all?
You didn't
Do
hear me.
you have any Irish in you at all?
I said Russian.
Do you have do you for the bit? For the bit, just say fucking no. Do you have any Irish in you at all?
No.
Do you want some? It's it for the bit. How can you be comedians when I can't train you how to be fucking audience members? It's not a conversational thing. If you find yourself narrating my set, you're not helping me. It doesn't fucking work that way. So let's get back to balls. Now, I'm going to get to the stand-up comedy, so just bear with me, okay? 3 days ago, very monumental thing, happens to men. Men, we have phases in life, and I entered a new phase 3 days ago. ladies and gentlemen, I sat on my own balls.
Congratulations.
And quite frankly, it's changed me. I'll never be quite the same. And look, I'm gonna clarify some rumors too. I was foam rolling my hamstrings at the time. And no matter what Dove Rudnick says, I was fully clothed. I was fully fucking clothed at the time. And when I think about it, and if you really think about it, man, really, my balls have been the cause of most of my trouble. I'm serious. They've been the root of all things. If I didn't listen to my boss, I would still have most of my money. I'm talking, how many married people here that have children? Okay, let me just kind of share something. When you're single and you make $1, that's your $1. You can keep that $1. You can spend that $1. I'm married with 5 children. If I make $1, I get 3 cents. And it's not the first 3 cents. It's the last 3 cents. So just at least acknowledge how many people are.
Ain't that the truth?
How many people have here? Once again, a hand for Mark, our political commentator this evening. Kind of a combination between an intellectual Tony Soprano and a developmentally disabled Sean Hannity. Give it up! Give it up for this man! Let's get back to the gist of the bit I was doing at the time. Shall we?
Yes,
Children? Anybody? You got children? Just children? Okay, great. You know. Okay, listen. Here, I want to give. Any former children here? How many people here have, over time, gradually lost the ability to raise their own? No, I'm just fucking with you. I have 3 beautiful children. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have 5, but 2 of them fucking annoy me. Here's a hint, children. If you call your parent by their first name, you're not the favorite. No, we do have favorites too. By the way, we do. But we don't tell you because you get all fucking butthurt over it. But yeah, we have favorites, and the way you treat us fucking matters. Down the road, I'm just trying to fucking let you know. My favorite, I have a favorite, is probably my daughter, who is 29, and she's a criminal lawyer. Paid for her education, paid to educate her just enough to look down on me. Oh, and she does. She looks down on me. We were out for an Italian dinner over on San Vicente here, and the host mistook us for a couple. Which, it's LA, it happens. Anywhere else in the country, people tend to marry or date within their generation. But in LA, it's not the first time it's happened. And so they sat us, and my daughter was just looking at me from across the table, and she goes, "No offense, Dad, but, you know, even if you weren't my dad, I would never sleep with you." I said, "Why?" She said, "You know, you're 61, and you don't have any money." Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? You know, this is the one that was tearing down the patriarchy in law school. She was complaining about the patriarchy until I reminded her that I'm the patriarchy. And the patriarchy is the reason she has no fucking student loan debt. The patriarchy! Pretty goddamn good to this girl! I said, "You're 29, you make 6 figures, you drive a Jaguar, and you're still on my phone plan.
Right.
When does it end?"
Never.
California, if I killed somebody in the heat of passion, killed them, I don't want to mansplain manslaughter to you. If I did, I might do 8 to 11 years, tops. I've researched it, I've thought about it. Okay. If you make someone in the heat of passion, it is a fucking life sentence. It never, ever ends. I feel like I've just worked. Should I get to the stand-up comedy, you think? Because I want to be honest with you, it's overrated. If you ever heard it, you'd agree with me. But I was a little tense on the way here. I want to tell you something. I was just a little tense. So I stopped to get a massage. And I always ask for a woman, but not for any sexual reasons, because I can pay her 28% less. It's strictly a fiduciary thing. Things are tight. You know what? It's tight, baby. It's tight. I tell you. There's things that used to be that don't need to be anymore. For instance, one-ply toilet paper. Why? Why does it still exist? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you've been to the DMV, that's the type of toilet paper there. There's a higher finger penetration than a horny ninth grader. But why do we need them? Also, libraries. You ever go to the library? No. No. Fucking go. Remember the Dewey Decimal System? No, none of it. We do. We know Dewey Decimal because you've got the fucking Google. The Google libraries only exist so homeless people have an indoor place to masturbate. It's the only reason that they exist anymore. All right, so I'm gonna get back with you in a second. Uh-oh. That was the second time in my life, and I sat on my balls. You were here, baby. You were here. Thank you. I'm gonna kind of stand up and do the wiggle. Lay him down, kind of low. Well, you guys have been more than adequate, and I mean that. I mean that sincerely. Give yourself a round of applause. I'm Patty, P-A-D-D-Y-F-O-R-C-O-M-E-D-Y, and I want you to keep this level of energy going for the rest of you, but especially right now for the mistress on this island of misfit toys, the one and only Sunda Kronquist. Give it out!
I think of you whenever I want to say that.
Bully the audience.
You gotta bully the, I know, darling. Why don't you get up while I'm on stage? When anybody has to do anything, do it while I'm on stage. You're gonna get up and say goodnight. You're gonna take those keys. Do you know where they are? You have them? Mm-hmm. Did you say goodbye?
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Give Samantha a hug.
Back to civilization.
I know.
Known as New York City.
Oh. Samantha. That's her name. Samantha. I'm Sundar. We have names. Let me tell you something, guys. There is a method to the madness. If you're wondering, like, who is that guy that went on first? You wouldn't have a place to be if he wasn't here. But I wish he would explain who the people are, because I'm embarrassed to say I don't know who they are. I thought he was talking about a comedian. I was like, Marjorie Green, I know her. And it's not. And I should know that. Do you guys know who AOC is?
Yeah.
Do you?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be sure. All right. Without
She's hot.
this,
Am I
she
wrong?
does nothing for the Bronx. If she might as well
She's
be
hot.
Jenny Lopez. Nothing. Green screen. AOC has green screens. And then she has her Louis Vuitton bags spray painted to show that she doesn't like.
Champagne socialist.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's really a treat and an honor to bring up this woman after so many days of missing her. And we missed each other across the country. Any time of night she calls, I'm up. And anytime I call her, she's not. I still love her. And she's your comedy concierge, the comedy of the one and only Samantha Lieberman. Let her hear you.
How's everybody doing tonight? What a fabulous night this truly is. I have so much to tell you guys. I haven't seen you in forever. This feels like my own personal radio show. Are you gonna stay for me? What are you gonna do?
I wish I could.
I know. Oh, you're trying to turn it off?
No, I'm trying to get you as much as I can.
I love you so much. Can we clap it up for Cindy before we leave? Mark has been here longer than he needed to.
Poor Mark.
And he's the best, and none of us would be here without him. And Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Who is that?
She's a bitch. She's a stone cold bitch.
She's not a comic, right?
I mean, no, like not at all. Like, I don't really find her funny. I mean, not that I find all comics funny. I mean, no offense. I mean, what? No. So I got my wisdom teeth out, and that's maybe why you think I look so, does everybody think I lost so much weight? No, I'm kidding. The worst is when people are like, you lost weight, and I'm like, first of all, I didn't. Like, does that happen to anybody? They're like, you lost weight, and you're at your heaviest you've ever been, and it's like, why are we talking about this. I was weighed in kilometers at the hospital, and I was like, they were like 80. I was like, what? 80? What? I was scared. So basically, I got my wisdom teeth out in the beautiful city of Beverly Hills, and it might as well have been in the middle of a fucking war zone. Like, the aftermath that occurred was frightening, and I will tell you just a little bit on stage, and I'll save the rest for the courtroom. I wasn't gonna say it, but I have to. It's just like it has to be said. So basically, no, get out for this. Honestly, she knows. She visited me at the hospital. How sweet is that? That like not everybody's like mentor slash boss slash like she doesn't like when I say it's like my best friend would do that. So that's like really sweet. Never call a comedian too when you're at the hospital. They just start flirting with the nurses. It's crazy. I was like, I called freaking Anya and I'm like, yeah, I'm in the hospital, and he's like, can I see your nurse though? What's that nurse do? And I'm like, save lives. She saves lives, and she takes names and numbers. No. I got my doctor, Dr. Roy, shout out. He was hilarious. I told him I do stand up. He goes, that's real work. And I was like, I get that you're trying to make a joke, but this is there's a real job going on up here. Like there's a lot that I want you to take this seriously, sir. If anything. Then he's like at the end, he's like, follow me on Instagram. I was like, okay. And I saw like before his like first day at the hospital, he posted like about to start working at the hospital, dreaming of Cabo, and I was like, I love him. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital for a post-op infection. And there is nothing, like, as a comedian, all we want is what? Fame. And when I'm in the hospital and they're like, are you the wisdom teeth girl? Like, I was in so much pain, but I would, like, awake and I'd be like, yes, I'm right. Can you tell? My face is actually 4 faces in 1 face, and none of them are mine. It was crazy, like, when I got there, I was with my mom, of course. Shout out my mom. We spent Mother's Day together in the hospital. I know. Feels so bad for me. Laugh so hard, right? Haha, clap. It was something. I mean, the best part too is like you tell people like, oh, I'm here for my wisdom teeth, and then they go, I got my wisdom teeth out when I was 9 years old and nothing went wrong and I had 10 of them, and it's just like nobody asked, you know what I mean? And I'm like, could you give me the medication like now? Like whatever it is, like just I need it now in my IV. Like the hospital is, everybody was like, you're gonna get such great material. The first 2 days it's like I can't even think about that, it was like I feel like I'm gonna die. But after what Patty did to this chair, I was like, should I sit on it? I don't know. I was like, yeah, what's gonna happen to my balls in this chair? I don't know. They didn't ask me about my balls at the hospital. I was supposed to know. I'm kidding. They just knew. They just knew they were supposed to be there. I ended up having to go for another surgery, and that was really messed up. But again, anytime you tell anybody you're a comedian, they're like, now is my chance to make a joke to you. And it's like, one, I didn't ask for that. Like, what I'm really asking for is like, medical attention. And I was like, what is this? And so it's like, but right before I was gonna go into surgery, like well, first of all, the pre-op nurse, she looked at me and she goes, are you the wisdom teeth girl? And I said, yes, I am. And then she goes, who did it? And I said, what, so your kids don't have to suffer the fate that I've been through? Why are your kids better than fucking me? Is not what I said, but what I was thinking. And he's like, I need recreational drug use. And I was like, what am I, a whore? Like, what do you mean? Like, why would you ask me that? Because mind you guys, I quit vaping for this shit, okay? I quit, clap for that. Like, I quit vaping to really not mess up, and then something happened that was really out of my control. Because I'm not a doctor. They're like, are you eating so much ice cream? And I was like, I could kill you and your whole family. I was like, no, I could. Like, I won't. Are you eating so much ice cream? Are you having so much fun eating ice cream? Your mommy takes such good care of you. It's like, the antibiotics made me shit my pants. Is that, like, fun? Like, that's not, like, fun. Like, what is, like, so fun about that you're gonna be like, are you eating ice cream? Are you a girl and you get to eat ice cream? You don't want to have to kill yourself afterward? Like, wow. I talked to my doctor on the phone because anybody who's a doctor for teeth, I'm sorry, you're a little bit less than a doctor. You're always a dentist to me, baby. Like, I don't care. You can be dental trauma. It's like the word dental is there. Like, you do teeth. You know what I mean? If there's a problem, they have to call somebody else. Like, you can't do this yourself. Like, you're not. Anyways, but shout out the doctors at Cedars. They were great. They didn't clean the floors once, but I mean, between Suna and my mom, I mean, it could be a perfect day and there's a problem. You know what I mean? But it was important to be stated. The two of them had so much fun. It was like, it was bad. It could have been worse. Let me think of all the other fun stuff I was going to tell you guys. Wisdom Teeth Girl, we covered that. Morphine, I mean, was really not much to write home about. It was fine. You know, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Because morphine's like that drug that's been around forever. You know, I feel like morphine makes me feel like Hemingway. Like, I don't know. Like, something about morphine just makes me want to just ride a horse with you. I can't. I don't know. It just makes me feel like old timey. But no, I was there for 4 days. And it was crazy, being in a room, no stand up. You know, I was like, how do you do stand up in the hospital? They didn't ask, which was crazy. I kept telling them I do that, and I was like, you guys are gonna ask me to do it. But a little bit here and there, I would. There was one nurse she had a really interesting method, which was she would pretend I wasn't there. And that was hard. That was really painful. I said to her, I was like, can you hear me when I speak? And she goes, oh yeah, sweetie. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna hear you. And I was like, oh cool, because you're not acting like it. And then I pressed the button and she came, and I was like, I pressed the button and she came, and no, she showed up. I mean, that's really all she did. She showed up, and she was fixing my IV, and I was like, just so you know, I wanted Agnes to do this. I said that to her because it was the goddamn truth. And it's what? Am I supposed to make your life easier? I'm dying. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here dying, and you're not going to ask me what my name is? I mean, Starbucks is fucking better than that. I know, hello, how are you? It's that's crazy. Shooting me up and shit. But you can't shoot the shit? Fuck you. It's too much. It is too freaking much. They're like, do you want the chaplain to come? I was like, I need everybody. I need everybody to come right now and help me. All he did was listen. I was like, you don't even want to hear. I don't know. He didn't really do anything. We didn't really pray. I just kind of talked to him. Kind of like what I'm doing to you guys right now. What else occurred? I mean, it's... Oh. So I had to be, butt naked for a surgery that's just about up here. And I was like, can I at least keep my socks on? Please? And they're like, fine. And so I put my little dress on. I put my little dress on, my ass hanging out. And then they're like, put this other dress on. And I'm like, where? My mom's in the room. I'm like, my mom's here, guys. My mom's here. And basically, I asked the nurse, I was like, can you tie it in the back? And she goes, nothing they haven't seen before. Oh, really? I don't know, I wanted to be prove it. I'm like, drop yours. Let me see if anything you got going on under there is gonna make me bat an eye. What do you mean they've seen it before? Again, am I a whore? I wake up from surgery and my parents are there. And I said to them, they started just talking about their week, and I was like, could you entertain me for once? I lost it. I don't know what I went under, but I came out like a bitch. I don't know. I went under this sweet person, and I came out of surgery, and my dad's like, you're acting like my dad. And I was like, no, it's how do you unpack that? In the pack you. I don't know. It was weird. They had to, move you everywhere, which was nice. Everyone's like, isn't it so nice to be taken care of? I was like, no, I mean, they did their job. I don't know. They were sweet. They were nice. It's just weird that happened. They were like, you're really here for your wisdom teeth. I'm like, yeah. And then they're talking about how glad they were that wasn't them. It's just it's the way that the teeth crumbled. They crumbled. But I'm here, and I was thinking about you guys the whole time, I swear. I was thinking about you. And I was like, if I never get to open my mouth again, more stage time for you guys. No. I was like, they don't give a fuck. I'm like, no, like they're fine. The food was scary. It was really something that I'm worried about. Like, it makes me want to like change the world a little bit. It's one of those, you know what I mean? It makes me want to like really like go and be like, how am I supposed to eat that? Like, I wasn't eating much. Like, share, like, I'm Jewish. It was so hard. I couldn't eat. I was like hungry and shit, like all the time. I was like, guys, I'm hungry. Like, don't talk to me. Like, I'm starving. What else? I mean, it's also hard trying to get a doctor to tell on another doctor. Like, they very much go into, like, I don't want to say, like, childlike mode, but they're, like, or just very defensive. They're like, well, there's, you know, the science is, like, not 100%. I was like, on antibiotics, really? I was like, no, really, if you're going to say that to my fucking face, that's 4 faces, you're going to tell me I don't need this is, what? Swelling? No. But it was fun. I mean, shout out my mom. Let's give it up for mom. Yeah! Mother's Day happened, I wasn't here to talk about it. Anybody else a C-section? Just me, really? Statistically, that feels wrong. If you guys feel like that's too much to share, I don't even know why you're here. Asking me who I'm, but have you ever regretted it? That was funny. Yeah, but I'm gonna be hosting for the rest of the night. And if anybody has a problem with that, they're fucking here. No. But who, and give it up for Jackie! It's Jackie's first night with us! Jackie, how do you feel?
Nervous and exciting.
Oh my god, you're coming, come on up here. Oh my god, this is all improv. Jackie, how do you feel so far? It's halfway through the night. We got a lot of players left in the game. Are you excited? You said you're nervous, but are you excited too?
Yeah, I'm also excited.
And you're a pleasure to be around, I have to say. Your fit is fire. Do you want to announce the next comedian together?
Yeah!
Announce?
Yeah, say who it's going to
Say
be.
who it is.
I'll tell you in your ear and then you say it in the microphone.
Okay.
Okay. We've never done this.
Oh my
We've
God,
never
you
done
can't
this.
tell.
Unrehearsed.
Okay. Don't talk amongst yourselves. Seriously, it's so cringe.
Is it don't?
That was the last girl. There's no more girls. I mean, unless you want me to say you want to talk. Do you want to do 5 minutes or something?
No.
No. Okay. So, no. You don't have to. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm just saying, if you want to, you could. Let's do. Jackie! So good, right? Give it up for Dub, everybody.
Hold on. I'm gonna record this for myself so I can try and get better. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everybody. Great to be here. You know, I'm actually half Kazakhstani.
No way.
I know, isn't that crazy? I know, isn't that wild? From the waist down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all Kazakhstani from here on down. Let me tell you. So if you ever want to get together and eat some horse meat.
Horse balls.
Horse balls.
Horse
yeah.
balls.
There you go. All right. Great to be here. I'm gonna turn this on. I apologize, but I gotta try and get better. You know how it goes. Okay. A happy Mental Health Awareness Month. Yeah. You guys know it's Mental Health Awareness Month? No one was aware of that? Okay. Yeah, it is. It's Mental Health Awareness Month for the whole month. Are there any mental health issues that we should be aware of? Anyone has? Yeah, what's going on with you?
What?
That you want to share? This is a deep, solemn, existential law.
Bipolar. Thank you.
Bipolar. There you go. Give it up for bipolar. I think I got the depression part right there.
Exactly.
And then boom, got hit with the manic part. That was cool. You actually saw it happen in real time. That's awesome. Yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. And bless you for still being here. Because Lord knows that can be fatal. That can be fatal. So just to be mindful. I got a whole cocktail of stuff. Let me tell you, man. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there to have. I got it all. But yeah, depression, anxiety, you name it. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, me personally, who can you blame, right? Me, I blame the Jews. In my family, the Jewish side of my family, I should say, the Jewish side of my family. Cause Jews, they pass on neuroses like family heirlooms. You know, you got 4 kids.
Yeah.
Each kid gets a special cocktail. You know, it's like, I give you bipolar disorder. I give you OCD. I give you narcissism. I give you. Yeah, it's like, we pass this down from generations. Yeah. No. It's so funny. I was driving here, and there was this huge convoy of people celebrating the death of the Iranian president. It's weird because I don't know much about the politics of the area. And just this afternoon, this is a true story. I have this Iranian cleaners that I go to like every day, and I don't know what their politics are. Sometimes I don't want to get into it because I don't want to like make a schism. But I just kind of sussed it out, and I asked him. I was like, I heard that the Iranian president died, and he's like, I was totally relaxed. I was like, I don't know what that means. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, finally, some good news from the Middle East. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool, I got a sense of it. And he's like, we don't need no investigation. It doesn't matter. Good riddance. So, anyways, so here's the death of, I guess, a horrible human being, the Butcher of Tehran. I think if you have a name, the Butcher of Tehran, you're probably a bad dude. Yeah. Weird time that all these schools canceled their graduations. Have you heard? Like Columbia,
Right.
Barnard, USC. I mean, like some of the top schools. And Patty, as a father of many children, 5, and a mother of 4, I'm sure you know that. Like, it's everyone dreams to send their child to one of these top schools. And I told my daughter, I was like, babe, if you work hard, if you focus, if you just do your best, one day you too can have your graduation canceled. So you just gotta believe, gotta keep working. Yeah. It's funny because there's like the rise of anti-Semitism is a little weird. I don't even say if it's the rise of anti-Semitism. That kind of feels weird because I kind of feel like I have a theory about anti-Semitism. I'll share it with you. I think it really is kind of like laziness. I think it's really laziness. I think it comes down to people just wanting a scapegoat, and Jews have always fulfilled that role. It doesn't matter what it is. I even see it with comedians, honestly, because like I remember when I started doing comedy, there used to be this joke about like the Jews running Hollywood. It was like this old trope, and you just get it. It was just people would say it all the time, and I started to wonder. I was like, does that mean, like, what is really going on? Is it people bitter about their careers and they find some other entity out there to blame it on? And I don't know. I think it just comes down to just laziness and inability to take responsibility. And I'm not immune, actually. I will do anything. I will blame anyone before taking responsibility. Like I always say, because I'm only half Jewish. Right? I say so I'm half Jewish.
What side?
What's that? What side?
Yeah.
The top.
The top side.
Oh.
No, I'm half Jewish, half anti-Semitic. Thank you. I think that's one like only a Jew could get. Frankly, I don't know. Yes, that's a shibboleth they call it. Something that I don't know. It's weird though. They passed this, or they tried to pass this anti-Semitism bill. It passed the Congress. I don't know if it's gonna get to the Senate. There's some issues with it. But it was funny because it was sort of strange bedfellows for the people who voted against it. Like the Marjorie Taylor Greens, Republican Congress lady from Georgia, was on the same page with AOC, right, from New York, like they were on the same team for that one. AOC voted against it because it apparently she said it created, equated criticism of Zionism with criticism of Jews or anti-Semitism. She didn't like that. The other, and Marjorie Taylor Greene voted against it because she said it went against you couldn't say that the Jews killed Christ. And so it was weird that they were like on the same team for that one. I don't know. I'm Jewish. I don't even like saying I'm Jewish because I feel like it's like kind of scared. Like Jewish. They don't want to be ish anything. You just be strong. You know, like I'm blackish. I'm black, right? Be strong. I'm Mexican-ish. I'm Mexican, right? I just want to stand proud and be like, I am a Jew, and I am proud that we killed Jesus. I mean, shit, it's not every day you get a chance to, take out the Savior. You get an opportunity like that, you really want to nail it down, if you know what I mean. Hey! We're having fun. We're having fun. Yes, so, on that note, did anyone see that whole squabble between ASC and Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is brilliant. If you haven't seen it, this is your homework. Anyone here not see this video? Okay, this is your homework. You have to go home and you have to watch this. It is unbelievable. It is hilarious. I was like, I can't believe it. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, first of all, they call her Mountain Gorilla, MTG. And it's funny because she kind of does look like a mountain gorilla. Like an albino mountain gorilla. If you look like her, she's a big woman. You could say she started it because she made this really inappropriate comment to this senator, this congresswoman, and then this congresswoman said something back to her, and it was like, whoa, they're both inappropriate. But then AOC jumped in. That was the thing. AOC was like, oh, I'm getting into this. And she was like, oh, baby girl, don't even play. And I was like, they're about to scrap. Like, it's about to go down. I was like, this is about to fight right here. I was like, is this really happening? I'm a Democrat, and I'm on Team AOC, but I'm like, I got my money on MTG. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, AOC, she's about to eat your face. You're about to get, and it's nothing personal. Like, any one of us would get our asses kicked from a mountain gorilla. Like, none of us has a chance. Like, it's not personal, AOC, but she's about to rip your face off. That was crazy. But no, it was getting nuts there for a moment. It was getting tense. I was like, are they about to fight? I was like, somebody quick, introduce an anti-Semitism bill. You gotta get them on the same page. Quick. Yeah, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. But, I don't know, people. I'm getting a little nervous about this election. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny. Joe Biden, man, you gotta pull it together, this guy, man. I'm just like, homie, you gotta figure it out. I got one more minute. I don't even have a joke, but I figured, like, we gotta make him good TV. Because I think Americans, we're a TV people. We like television. And Trump is good TV. We gotta lean into, like, the doddering old grandpa bit. Like, it could be a good show. I think that we need to, like, make him fall more often so enjoy and make better TV. I don't know, that's a work in progress. My name is Dov Rudnick. I have a show I'm going to promote with my last 10 seconds. Yeah. It's called Seriously Joking. Yeah. It's in Inglewood. It's on Tuesday. Patty's a regular. Yeah. He's been one of our guests. I book it if you're looking for a spot. We have an open mic from 7 to 8 in Inglewood. It's 15 minutes down the 405. Come on through. I got flyers.
All right.
Adios.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crazy shit. There's no. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can make this joke anymore. Even.
Do it.
Okay. I was gonna say there's no worse anti-Semite than a Jew. That's what I was gonna say, and it's true for the most part. Who's ready for your next comic? I am most definitely a fan. Please give it up for Anya.
Yeah.
Anya, are you here? Where are you? She's right here.
Alright. What's good? Good people. How goes it?
Way out.
Here. Got a little group. I love that. Let's lock in. Anything I want to really talk about? I really don't be having nothing like immediately planned all the time. I don't know. Brett is walking out. I mean, imagine I just started talking about it until he left. That'd be crazy. It's not working. When he was talking about like somebody that died, I guess they were like celebrating the dude that died from Iran, how you gonna pronounce it? I just really hope that when I pass, like nobody's happy about it. Like I feel like that's a good sign that you live like a pretty decent life. Like nobody's like yes, like at your funeral. Like imagine like I want everyone to at least be like damn, that's unfortunate. Like I don't know, even if you don't pull out cry, like at least be like damn, that's sad a little bit. I don't know. That's just crazy thing to think about. We knocked out the show. We did a show. I had a show on Saturday. Yes, Saturday. We did it. What was funny as hell was comedians running the light at shows is so like, cause the crowd doesn't know what's going on, but like all the comedians and the host be so pressed. And so the comedian before me, we were supposed to do like 4 or 5 minutes, depending on how they feeling. It was like a really short set, and the dude did like an 11-minute set.
Oh,
like,
shite!
Like, he was giving us the comedy special, and like what's crazy is like it wasn't hitting either. So it was like 11 minutes of just him like, so what do you do? And like the crowd is like getting uncomfortable because the light in the back is like flashing. Like, somebody asked like, are we okay? Look at the fire alarm. Like no, he's wilding right now. Like it was crazy. But the dude, the host of the fucking show, was like before the dude like did his last like 6 minutes, he was like, oh yeah, like what's your name? Like I want to make sure I get your name right. I'm like, cool, it's Anya, it's like Kanye without a K, easy money. He's like, oh, it's like that, perfect, Anya, I got it, for sure. Dude proceeds to do the 6 minutes on top of his 5 minutes, and the dude's pretty flustered, so when he goes up there and introduces me, he's like, and coming up to the stage, Anya, and I'm like, dude. We just talked about that, but it was a while ago, so I had to let it slide. That was a whole another set ago, but I feel like he was going through it, but it's just so funny when people mess my name up because it's like, I've tried all I could to not get my name messed up. Like, my name is originally like, what's that, 7 letters or 9 letters? I'm trying to remember right now because I don't count it often. But it's a lot of letters in my name. Like, my full name's like Anya Kachi, like it's a full name. Full Nigerian name because I'm a full Nigerian guy. Yeah, I was born out there. Immigrant, woo.
Yeah, man.
Talking about presidency, I can't run. I know y'all want to vote for me, but sorry, I can't be on the ballot. I can't run, unfortunately. But it's crazy when people mess up my name. Because I remember, like, growing up, we would, like, be in all, like, my classes. And, like, I would always, that first day of school was always, like, nerve-wracking for me. Because, like, the teacher has to go through the roll and, like, say all the names. And, like, I'm a sub now. So, like, I'm, like, on the other side of it. I'm like, oh, it really, like, at least for subs, I don't even give a fuck. Like, I just need to know if you're here or not. Like, even just yes or no. But, like, for me, I'm like, it's the first day of school. You're a kid. You're like, oh, this is, like, a very important thing. Like, you're a teacher. Like, you get nicknames off that shit as a kid. You feel me? Like, kids are foul because kids are, like, quick and smart in that way. Like, you can get a nickname off your name getting mispronounced. Like, one teacher, my name's Anya Kachi. She, for whatever reason, decides to pronounce my name Anya Coochie.
Oh my god.
In South Central, Coochie means something very different. And the girls seemed to like that one, so for the rest of that year, I was called Anya Coochie. It took from 6th grade to 9th grade when I went to a different school to lose the name. One girl came over View Park, and she tried to bring it with her. She's like, oh my God, Anya Coochie. I said, stop it. Not on this campus. I am Anya. I'm going Anya. That's what we doing now. Anya. Just Anya. Nothing else.
No coochie.
No coochie. No coochie. Please. Not yet. I'm young. I'm just learning. Haven't done sex ed or nothing, Lord. So it's crazy because, like, my name, I would see, like, I wouldn't even need to know what everybody else in the class's name was to know when the teacher was getting to my name, because it looked like they just got handed the most hardest calculus problem in history. Like they just get to, they're like, oh, Brad Matthews, perfect. Ethan Hawking, perfect. And they start scanning the class because they know that if you know your name, wow, you're gonna put your hand up because they know that you know. But like it's always different when you have like an African sub, because for them it's like all the other names are confusing and your name is like the guy is like golden highlighted like, and for whatever you was doing that day, like whatever family you had walking into class, you now have another uncle because people gonna assume y'all know each other because the African dude go, Matthew, are you here? Matthew, okay. Deborah, are you here? Deborah, okay. Oh, I got you. Are you in the back? Hey, is that you in the back? Hey, come sit in front. How are you doing in school? God, this dude asked me all my life. I don't know this man. I don't even know this man. You're very smart. Let me see your grades. How are you doing in this school? A plus, B. Why are you getting B in this guy? Oh man, I don't know you, sir. Why are you critiquing my grades? After class, he asking, who's your father? Who's your father? I might know him. You don't know this man. I don't know you, sir. It's just different. It's just different. Being a sub is cool though. Like I like playing the role of a fake teacher. Like it's like I'm not a real teacher. I don't have the real responsibilities like going to the school every day, which I love because like I'm not a kid. Why am I here every day? It's not worth my time. You know, waking up at 7 a.m. every day. I think that's kind of crazy. But at that time, I've realized that being a teacher is really hard because, especially when you're teaching PE, because at 7 a.m. as an adult, your energy is 7 a.m. energy. You're waking up, you're a little groggy, you got a little crust in your eye maybe still if you didn't wash your face all the way. You're still waking up. I don't drink coffee, so I just do it naturally. But these kids, they have like 12 noon, maybe 1 p.m. energy all day. Like it's just, they wake up with like, no bills? Yes, let's go. Like it's just living their life. It's just a lot. Like I was teaching PE, like my first period, they used to hate me because I'm like, all right, get the mats out, we're gonna practice napping. Just see how long you can nap before somebody wake you up. Like that, and I'm winning. Like that's why I'm like, this don't make sense. We can't just be doing this in the class. I'm winning in the napping game. Like, you've been asleep all period. I know. I'm trying to get the second one. But what do I want to talk about last before I get about here? Let's do finish on PE. PE is cool, but our generation, or the new generation, it's just a lot of discovery going on, and they're trying to figure out who they all are, and emphasis on the pronouns. It's a very strong, important thing going on right now. Everyone wants to be represented correctly, and we were playing dodgeball. And they're like, we want to do guys versus girls, boys versus girls. I'm like, all right, because the girls was with it. They suggested it first. They wanted to throw the shit together. Wow, this is dope. So I'm separating team. Oh, you over here, you over here. All right, you go with the guys, you go with the girls. You go guy, girl, go. I'm going. Kid stops me. He's like, hey, Mr. Anya, I need to talk to you. I'm like, whoa. He sounded very professional. Like this is a fucking third grader talking like this. Like, he's like, I need to talk to you. I was like, oh shit. So he's like, hey, Mr. Anya, I noticed when you were putting the groups together, you pointed at me and you said, boy, I just want you to know that I actually, I would like to be, I consider myself to be a they, them. That's how I want to be acknowledged. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. My apologies. I'm scared of getting canceled, so immediately I'm in full apology mode, PR, like trained, like, I apologize for my actions. I'm an immigrant, I'm learning, America is new to me, you feel me? And I was like, I don't want to make you feel like excluded at all. Again, my apologies, my deepest, sincerest apologies. But can y'all go over there so we can start the damn game? Is y'all okay? Can I call them a y'all? Can I call them a y'all? Is they, them, y'all okay? Will I get canceled for that? Like, it's technically a group, right? Y'all, they, them, it all goes together. Just let the black people feel involved. All right, thank y'all for the time. My name's Anya West. It's on White. Come back to the stage and Sam to continue our show. Clap for Sam.
Give it up for Anya, everybody! If you were my teacher in high school, I might be doing something besides stand-up. Where the hell do you think you're going? I'm kidding. Go. Get out of here. But come back, because you're going to go on stage soon. Welcome back. Welcome back. Although, Bevy, please don't leave it here when you go. What's going on your phone? We have a policy where if anything is left on the stage, it actually is mine. No. Mom? Okay, who's ready for the comedy of Aaron McIntyre, everybody? The one, the only. Good to see you again. I like this shirt. I didn't even realize.
Blick.
Shout out Blick.
Blick, baby.
Blink. Blink.
Hello, my name is Aaron McIntyre. It's A-E-R-O-N, not A-A-R-O-N. It's not Aaron, not Aaron. It's Aaron. For fuck's sake. A-E, it's much more exotic. If you're Swedish, you know that it means comfy lawn chair. Don't say Aaron, please, because it's supposed to be anonymous. If you know what I mean? I'm not going to ask you how you're doing because I always feel like that's kind of a thing that comics do to like get people clapping before their set, and either that or you're a great crowd, and then everybody applauds and stuff, and so I'm not gonna, but mostly just because I don't give a fuck. Let's see here. What do you do? What do you do when you're not in the
I'm a
shoebox?
school teacher.
You're a school teacher.
I am.
Oh, okay. What grade?
High school.
High school. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a tough. Yeah. When my daughter went through high school, that was hell. That was hell. We're talking about kids. My daughter and I have a really close relationship. We're very close. I actually took care of her during the day when she was born. For the first 4 years. We never had a babysitter. I took care of her during the day. My wife worked, and then when she came home, I went to work. So we had that bond. And so when she graduated, she immediately moved to New Zealand. And it was actually kind of good because we actually talk more now that there's FaceTime than if she lived like next door, probably, because we've got that lovely technology. I just have to say I've been really jonesing to say the N-word, and not because I like it. I've hated it ever since I first heard it. I knew that it was an ugly, ugly word, but it's just because I can't now. It's like you tell somebody not to do something, and then it starts to become like an obsession. I just wish that I wouldn't hear it so much. When I'm walking around. That is I'm not racist. Okay. I mean, really, some of my favorite clothes and textiles are made by people of color. And the best burrito I ever had was delivered by a Chinese guy. And he couldn't even say burrito. Yeah, I always thought that was funny, but I guess not. I've been thinking a lot about the obsession that so many people, and I'm going to just jump out on a limb, and I'm just going to say that I don't think that if I said the Republicans are fucked, that anybody in here is going to be upset. Maybe, who knows? Yeah, God damn it, get out of here. Right. But it just really bothers me that there's so many people who are so judgmental against other people. You can't look at another person in the eye and see the humanity in another person, hear them talk, know that they're a good person. And just because of some stupid idea that you get, you're gay, we don't like, I don't want to, it's like, well, who cares what other people do? It's not affecting you, right? Well, no, it does, because I don't want to watch it. Well, then don't fucking watch it, If you're walking down the street, you see something you don't like, just do what you would do if you saw like a terrible train wreck, just don't look, because that's what they'll do. Because I think that everybody needs to unify. As a matter of fact, I think that, we've been talking a little bit about religion, and I think that we should all unify. I think that all religions should just unify. And we should just all have a savior named Jesmabu the Shamada. And we should all celebrate Christmas Kwanzaa, you know, but then the Wiccans would be pissed off because they're not in there. It's just the Christmas Kwanzaa. Doesn't really work. My mom was a psychic, according to my psychic. Every time I would come home and I'd say, yeah, this happened, she'd go, I knew it. And that's how I got that idea that she was psychic. And then she would, like, I'd do something wrong and she'd say, well, why did you do that? And I'd say, well, because everybody else was doing it. You know, I mean, isn't that kind of like the thing that we say, everybody else was doing it? And she'd go, yeah, well, if everybody else was doing jumping off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? And I said, no, because I don't think that, you know, stealing a pack of gum is the same as jumping off a cliff. I mean, that's just a little bit different. And not only that, if everybody was jumping off the cliff, then I would be totally alone on the planet. You know, if everybody jumped off that cliff and died, see, they would be dead, and then I would be alone. I'll go back to my mom. So, my mom was really great woman, but she really hated she hated bad language. I mean, we couldn't even say fart. We couldn't say fart. We had to say pop. Isn't that weird? Ooh, I popped.
Works.
Exactly. Didn't that work? Fart. You know, we kind of get used to it. Pop is not good. Pardon. That word bothers me to this day. Pardon. But she hated that. And then when COVID hit, I went out for about 7 months and I took care of her. I didn't do a very good job because she died. But while I was there, she used to listen to books on tape. So she'd just lay in her little lounge chair all day. She was 98 years old. She was ready to go. As a matter of fact, she would come out to the breakfast table and go, just take me out back and shoot me.
Oh my God.
3 things I have learned after taking care of my mother. One is there are 4 words that are the worst words you can hear when someone takes a long time to get from one room to the other, and that is, I have to poop. The 2 worst words, I'm pooping. The 3rd one is, no one should ever see their mother's vagina and ass after they're born. That's just a word of wisdom to all of you, that I'm sure that you're gonna just relish as you go home thinking about it. But she used to, but she hated language, and she'd sit there and listen to these books, and she liked the westerns, you know. So I'd get these things, and they'd be like, well, you know, when old Jake came into the bar, and he came up to the bar stool, sat down, and took a drink of whiskey. And then one day, I'm in the other room, I'm doing something else, you know, I just set her up with her books and kind of go and do my work. And I walk into the room, and I hear she's listening to a detective thing, and it's going, and then he took her in his arms. He felt her beautiful, voluptuous breasts. His hand slid down her back, reached her buttocks. His finger inserted. And I was like, whoa, let's turn that off. She goes, don't turn that off. I was listening to it. So afterwards I asked her how she liked the book, and she said, it was interesting. So then I knew that it wasn't about the words. It was just about my mother just not wanting me to have any fun. You know, Lee, I was thinking about, I want your girlfriend. Because I do, I totally, if you ever break up with her, let her know. Because it just seems like, shit, man, all I gotta do is fuck up and do stuff wrong, and I don't have to do anything. I'll just sit around. You want some clean clothes? Okay, that's cool, man, that's fine. I've had a lot of memory, you know, as you get older, you get memory issues. I've had a lot of memory issues. Last time I was with a woman, which was a long time ago, but was with a woman, I was right in the middle, you know, we're right in the middle of it, and I was like, what did I come in here for? Thank you. God, somebody.
It doesn't.
There are advantages. I am kind of a lone wolf. Anybody here a lone wolf? You know, like to be alone? Yeah, Patty. Patty, I got to talk to you. Okay, so Patty, you spell your name Paddy. And I'm like, what the hell is your last name, man? I can never get your last name. You do the Patty very slow, and I know how to spell that. But I don't know how to spell
It
the
actually
last
spells
name.
Patty for comedy.
Oh, for comedy.
Yeah,
Your
that's
last
what
name is for comedy?
No.
Wow.
No, I've
That's
got-
amazing.
No,
Where's that name from?
no, I've got warrants. I can't put my last
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, advantages of being a lone wolf. One is you don't have to buy presents, which is really great. The second one is you don't have to get out of bed to pee. And if you're not a lone wolf, you don't get that joke. And that's my time for it.
Yay!
Give it up for Aaron McIntyre, everybody. All my incontinent people, we see you, we hear you,
Except
we
for John.
smell you. I'm kidding. There's a pee in the bed joke. Nobody. How we feeling? We ready for our headliner tonight, everybody?
Yeah.
No worries.
Sorry. I love you all.
Next time you just
Thank you.
just exit, but it's okay. No, but keep it moving. Yeah. No, yeah, you're good. All right. Who's ready for our headliner? Come on. Say it. Soundproof? I don't know. I am ready. Yeah, he's in LA school. Is everyone leaving? No. Oh my God. Jackie closing it. Oh my God. Give it up for Jackie. Wow. Crazy. That's crazy. I offered her a snack. She goes, "There's no eating in here." First day. She's right. I'm ready for this headliner. I'm excited. He is an LA School of Comedy regular and soon to be hopefully everywhere else. Give it up for the one, the only Saruj Atadal, everybody! You're queen.
Are you not going up?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
Oh, your audience, thank you.
Everyone's in.
Audience.
You paid $5.
Not yet.
Not yet?
No, they forgot the chargery.
I ruined that. Okay. Having some fun. You do not look like you're having fun at all. No?
You're having fun, right?
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay. It's supposed to be for fun. This is comedy. We're supposed to be having a good time. And I don't think I've heard you laugh all night.
I laugh.
You laughed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make her laugh. I'm sorry.
Make her laugh.
Who's that? Make her laugh.
That is a tall order. I don't know if you've seen me a lot, Sam. I don't know.
You make me laugh.
I'll see. Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
How did you find out about LA School of Comedy?
I just search in nearest, like, comedy plays.
Nearest comedy place?
Yeah, around my place I live, and I just find it. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Okay, we gotta go get it. Everybody clap it up for her. That's fantastic. I'm turning people off, Sam. This is like started. It's your first day making bad impressions. I apologize. Everybody else doing okay?
Yeah.
This has been a long night. I don't know if anybody else has felt that. Has anybody else felt that? It's taken a long time to end. Like, I'm the last one. You guys are like, I want to go. That guy left. I thought that guy, like, in the middle of it, I thought he left. He was like, oh my God, I forgot. I don't want to be here. And just leave. That's what I thought happened. But, Anya, you look like you're going through it. You doing okay?
I had eyelash in my
Eyelash in my eye.
What kind of belt?
eye. Blow the eyelash?
Special eyelash. This is really magical, right? They're not the magical. So many things. I honestly feel like I don't know if Santa should be having plans. Like this one's not looking very hot. This one looked like how I was looking a couple minutes ago. Maybe this one was looking like how you were looking a couple seconds ago. I was a little tired. Looking good. Lee,
I love you. You're amazing. I love how like the whole set you were like, oh my god, I really hate getting directions, and then at the end of your set, Cinda was like, okay, like, and what's your? My name is. I do, and you were like, yeah, and then you just went on with it. You're like, my name's Lee. I feel like you do like. I feel like you like getting like directions. Do you not?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. You can say no.
Well, not from my girlfriend.
Not from your girlfriend. Okay, just not from her.
Anybody else.
Anybody else?
Anybody else. Anybody.
You reacted to that one. Okay. You like giving directions, and you like it being your
I do
significant
like
other.
giving directions.
Okay. Okay. Good. What do you like to give directions with? What's your favorite direction to give?
My favorite direction to give is come into the stage and call someone up.
That one?
Yeah.
Is it
Good answer.
Yeah.
Family Feud, good answer.
And I have a mic.
Okay, you have a mic. Okay.
Why is it where?
All right. Fantastic. Yeah, would you like to? You can endorse your mic. Sam wants to know where's this mic.
We'll talk.
It's
I love how random things are in this room. Like this.
Are we talking about this?
No, I'm talking about that.
Oh, okay.
So,
'Cause I do
don't
have
know.
a giant
I don't know
funny
what this-
water bottle.
You do have.
It's really big.
He's like,
I feel
let's
like
be
you
on
want
the
to talk
show.
about it. Let's
I'm
see.
proud.
You're
He's
proud of this
proud.
water bottle?
That looks like David Goggins' water bottle.
Yeah, the Goggins water bottle.
Impressive.
You look exfoliated. Like whatever you're doing, your skin looks amazing. How long has this been happening?
This specifically? Like
Yeah.
a month.
A month.
Yeah.
You look fantastic. Like you're glowing.
Thank you.
How's that?
It's kind of warm in here. I mean, it's.
All that too. It's just like sweating it
I
out.
get
You're sweating it
warm,
out.
so, yeah.
Okay. You don't look like you get warm.
You don't look like you get older.
I don't know.
menopause.
What do you want me to say, Sam?
Oh, is it because
He's
like
he's
nothing of yours is
No. I don't know. You're not like. I feel like people of your shade get like a little
Shade?
little bit red, like very red.
I get red when I get warm.
You're warm. Yeah, exactly. See, like you're not warm. You're saying that you're warm, but you're not that warm. It just feels like I can't tell if that's like I have no idea.
She's
what's
dying.
going on here.
That makes me laugh. You make me laugh. It's good.
This is great. It's fun. This is really fun. Fantastic. Last one. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Let's see what else. I love the colors here. You guys are very DIY. I like the little thing right here. You guys like flip around. You're like, oh, this one's gonna be green. That. Really good. I mean, you guys are all noticing things now. It's good. I'm curious. Anyways. Okay. I'm not spreading. Anyways, I have been taking an AI class, and there's a lot of AI is really cool nowadays. It's really cool. It's like making everything better. I feel like it's making smarter people smarter. It's making like super smart, like smart people super smart. It's making lazy people super lazy. Like it's great. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're doing a great job. Like because AI is like just changing the game with everybody. Like has anybody seen like college students, high school students? Like they don't do any work anymore. That's all they do. All they do is they just like they have an essay, put it in the ChatGPT, they're done. They don't have to do anything. Like I have a friend who literally goes to college. He's gonna get out of college, and his diploma won't even say like, you know, I graduated. It's just gonna say like sponsored by ChatGPT. It's gonna be it. Like they like I feel like it's gonna be tons of like. There's gonna be people who've done the work and the people who actually learned, and then on their resume it's gonna be like,
I can't believe I actually did the work. Like, I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And it's crazy. Like, even my dad, it's wild to me that my dad, he, like, you know, he's in real estate, so he's doing like all this, like, he's doing all these classes. He just puts in, he has these tests that he has to take, and he just puts in the answers with ChatGPT. He gets the answers. He doesn't, classes with flying colors. It's crazy. And just recently, a lawyer had a case, and he used ChatGPT to use it for his advantage. And ChatGPT came up with 6 different cases, amazing. They're like amazing cases, really good for the point. Came up with it. He put it in his case. But one thing you need to know about ChatGPT is called generative language model, which means sometimes ChatGPT lies. So he had 6 cases that were fake. And when they asked him, they were like, "Oh my God, like, hey, did you know that these were fake?" And he's like, "ChatGPT assured me that these were right, they were good." Which means ChatGPT learned how the most human thing, which is gaslighting. He gaslighted this guy into like being super he was in some trouble. Just a little bit of trouble, a little trouble. And when they asked him like, "Where'd you get the idea from?" He said, "Oh my God, like I just asked, like I had people that I knew really credible, my children, and they were also using it for school." And I was like, and just used it, and I was like, that was wild. And it got so bad, the lawyer had to do the unthinkable. He had to do the work to defend himself. He had luck on his side though, because he was using ChatGPT, he knew that if AI gave him any cases to defend himself, he was the first dummy to use ChatGPT to do it, so he couldn't do it. But there is a problem, like, you know, there's problems with the ChatGPT now, but I asked ChatGPT, oh my God, like, hey, what did Steve Jobs have to say about ChatGPT? I just wanted to know. And Steve Jobs had said, hey, AI will have its kinks, but over the long run, it's going to be the most intelligent thing in the world. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. I was like, ChatGPT, that's crazy. And he's like, ChatGPT was like, you're a dumbass. And I'd lied to everyone. This was a lie. He's never said that before. Why would you believe me now? ChatGPT 1, human 0. And with that, I will leave you guys.
Give it up for Sarush, everybody! Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. You guys, I mean it when I was going through it. I was thinking about you.